What's up and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Dungeon Master. Previously on the Search for Siri. He stands up and he grabs your arm. Come with me.
Holy shit!
He goes to take you outside.
That's a twist.
I will take off my shirt.
This giant arch-griffin that you saw when you first entered White Orchid descends down towards you.
I am going to execute. I'm going to take a step to the side of its head and swing straight down.
And you do. You walk up to the side of the griffin. It's on its last legs and you swing your sword down, severing its head. The body crumples to the floor.
I will walk up to the guy with a whip. 20 was it? And I'll take the shirt off.
Okay.
10 more.
Hey, whip the Witcher! Okay, Captain.
I've been here for fucking days. Yasmin, I presume.
Yennefer.
Is this the Venga Boys one we were on about?
This is Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Who?
Shall we discuss what we're here for?
If you're buying the drink.
Then let us go. So, you'd completed all your tasks in White Orchid, and you had slain the griffin that you turned into a smaller griffin, and you went, got your reward, got some lashes as well, and made your way back to the tavern where you found Yennefer of Vengerberg waiting for you, and you have made your way into the tavern with her. You all take your seats at the table. I assume you're all going to just sit with her.
Yeah.
None of you are going to walk off.
I'm just
are we in the
fangirling.
Yeah.
Yes, so you would. We ended with you walking into the tavern.
All
She
right.
turned around. She was like, "I heard you've been busy. Shall we go and talk inside?"
I'll grab a drink, I think, as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It's sort of a given that the minute you sat down, drinks were sort of going to come over to you anyway at this point.
Well, thank you very much.
Everyone, the few people that are smattered around the tavern are very interested in what's going on over on your table. They might not know who Yennefer of Vengerberg is, but she's got this presence about her where you're like, this person is somebody.
Here, she looks important.
Very important.
She ain't got shit all over her.
So important.
Very important.
Clean.
Very attractive, very clean, smells like lilac and gooseberries.
She
She's
does
got
smell like
beautiful
gooseberry.
pendant around her neck, black corset, black boots, knee high, all this stuff. She has not looked at or engaged either of you two, Dimdish and Renn.
Charming.
She is fully focused in talking to the Witcher, the main person she wished to talk to anyway. So you take your seats, and she looks at you again, and she's like, "So you've been busy round White Orchid?"
Waiting for you.
Exactly as my letter did say. Yes, thank you for doing so. Thank you for arriving.
Why have you summoned me?
Well, straight to business. I have a very important job for you and your... And she looks over at you two and your companions.
I imagine I'm downing a drink at this
you
time.
are, you are a Witcher that... You are a unique Witcher who takes companions. This is interesting. This might be why you might be good for this job, because you have taken a party. This job is important, and I can't give you the details myself, only that I need you to follow me south to the palace of Velimir, because I need you to speak to the Emperor.
Can I spit out a bit of my drink as that
You
happens?
can.
I better get some fancy clothes then, I'm guessing.
She looks across at you and she's like, "The Emperor will be accommodating, I'm sure."
Oh yeah, bit nervous.
What is it that you're not telling me?
There is much I'm not telling you. There's a reason I'm not. It's not to come from me. It's the Emperor whose job is given. However, I have a vested interest in this job as well. It involves a particular person that interests me greatly. So I am helping as well.
Would Renn know anything about the castle?
The Palace of Velimir?
Palace, yeah.
No. She's been at the battlefields, never invited to the palace.
I wasn't good enough.
I've seen photos.
People know of the palace. It's
Aye.
very grand. It's in fact, it's probably one, apart from the ginormous fairy tale palace in
Toussaint?
This is second to that.
And what's its reputation? And the Emperor's reputation.
Not a lot of people know much about it, and I believe we've discussed Emperor Emir previously, but I will reiterate, not much is known of Emperor Emir. He tends to reside himself in his, I'm going to say office, because it's not really, he doesn't really take court on a big throne or anything like that. He prefers to sit in a smaller office and do his, we'll say, business dealings. His invading and tactical decisions are made in his little war room as such. But people don't normally speak to him directly. He is a man who sees himself above all on a pedestal and will only...
Fancy boy.
He is very much a fancy boy.
He's a fancy boy.
Yeah, that guy would definitely shut the door on an old woman.
But he is a man who knows what he wants, and he has the means to influence people to get what he wants. The palace itself, you don't know much about either, just that it is a large, fancy palace that he resides
So
in.
he's a manipulator.
No, I wouldn't say he necessarily manipulates. He is persuasive.
Okay.
As I said, he has the means to get what he wants. So it's not. Sometimes it's not his words that influence people, but he can find other ways to influence people.
Like death.
Or money.
Many things.
Yeah.
Money, items, magic itself. Like he has access to a lot of means.
Right.
And to be asked to come and meet him means something big is up. And obviously Yennefer is not going to give you that information. Well, not yet. She hasn't.
Yeah.
Here, so Witcher. Are we gonna go?
How many days travel?
It would probably take us around a week to get there.
And how much are you paying us?
That's not for me to say. The Emperor himself will set a price. I believe the job that he wants done is vastly important, so the rewards will be great.
But what are you going to give us?
I offer nothing but help in what he wants.
Can you sign
As
this?
I said,
though?
I have a vested interest in this as well, so I will assist you.
Can you sign my hat?
Can I sign your hat?
Yeah, I'm like your biggest fan.
She looks at you and she squints a bit and she's like, I'm sorry, am I supposed to know who you are?
That hurts a bit.
I sit there and sip a bit of my drink, like...
That hat,
Yeah?
it's magical.
Yeah. Do you want it?
Can't remove it?
No.
Shame. And she looks away.
Might be slightly less liking her now.
So we're Witcher. Are there any towns on the way?
There are many villages we can stop at, yes, absolutely.
And what dangers?
As you say that, she looks over her shoulder and she sort of whistles. And in through the door walks several Nilfgaardian soldiers. I have been given an escort. There will be no problems.
I suppose we could go and listen to this man.
Yeah, I've always wanted to bargain with the king.
She looks at you very seriously as you say that, and she's like, I would believe this would benefit you if you did. This isn't a normal job, Witcher. This could change the world.
And when do we leave?
Immediately.
Here, so the city of the place we're going.
Vizima.
Aye. Big trading place, right?
Vizima really only houses the palace.
Disappointment will
The
definitely
palace
show.
and its grounds are all that are there. The actual towns themselves are further away. Emperor Emir built his palace away from towns and cities.
Do they have feasts there?
I mean, he eats heartily, and I assume
Hey.
he would be accommodating.
Aye. It's good to know. Good to know. As I furiously note down that
Of
they
course, if you're comfortable with it, I could teleport us.
I mean, I am.
I don't know.
It
I
would
get
save the 7 days travel. It's just that not many people are accustomed to teleport, and it can make certain people sick.
I would be accustomed to teleporting, wouldn't I? I would have seen it.
You know your body could probably handle it.
Yeah.
You're a magic user.
Yeah.
You're all magic users. You probably all think, I could probably handle being teleported. However, in the world that you are in, the further the distance, the more chance that you would be ill.
Aren't you supposed to like not eat for 30 minutes before you go and teleport?
I believe that's swimming.
I've never swam before. You know what? No,
I
you may
can't
be
swim.
right. You may be right. I don't know if I can swim.
Not many people do. There are monsters in the waters.
No.
If we teleport, what of our equipment?
It would come with you. I cannot teleport a wagon.
Ah. That's Dimdish's livelihood gone.
Hey.
Of course, I would immediately teleport you back after your council.
How long's the council going to take?
I could not say for sure. I cannot even guarantee you will take the job. As much as I implore you to take it, it's not my right to say
Why?
you will.
Can't you deal with this? Why has a witcher got to?
I am dealing with it. However, I am only one person, and there are many different things that need looking into.
So you would be helping us?
Yes. In a way.
Here, it's the fact
Is
that
it just that you're doing like a third party thing where you're palming your job off?
I have places to be elsewhere,
Uh-huh.
and there are other places that need looking into.
Are you getting paid by the...
I am not. I have a different vested interest in this.
Okay. I was just seeing if she got paid a certain amount.
Well, that's a good point. Also, I saw dollar bills in front of me, eyes. But unfortunately, if I'm not able to take my wagon, I won't even be able to trade. I could have got rid of all my wares there.
Velimir, what do you think?
Would you prefer to travel?
It is completely up to you, Witcher.
He's really saying with his eyes. Yes.
We'll gather our things.
You wish to travel the 7 days? Then I will meet you there. I will teleport myself, and the guards will take you there.
Here, Witcher,
So you're just going to wait for 7 days?
you got
I
There.
have things I can do.
a
In the
question,
meantime.
ain't you?
Okay.
To ask.
What, sorry?
I guess not. All right. Well, better go and pack up, I guess. And I walk off and start packing.
A question?
Is there anything else you need me for, or shall I leave?
How do I get this hat off?
I believe you're going to need it at some point.
How...
Intuition says.
Okay. How do I make it talk to me?
That I can't help you with. I'm not
Have you ever...
familiar with the personality of the hat.
So have you seen a hat like this before? Not a bobble hat
I
specifically.
just know it's enchanted and has the ability to speak.
Can it do anything else that you know of?
The hat may be able to influence your mind, so be careful.
Have you dealt with this before with anybody
I
else?
have not. It is, or seems to be, a unique item.
Do you know anything about the flask of uncertainty?
I'm not familiar. Do you have it?
Velimir?
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
And she puts her hand out.
I'll
Pass it to her?
Yeah, I'll give it to her.
She holds it and she shakes it. 'Tis enchanted. And she unscrews it. And she puts it to her lips. And she throws it back. Suddenly, her eyes go black. And you see the veins in her face and neck start to come out. And you look and you're like, that looks like I look when you look at it, and you're like, that looks familiar to when I drink my Witcher potions. The reaction is the same. And then you see her sort of touch her forehead, and slowly the veins recede back in again, and her eyes return to the deep purple that they were before. This flask contains many things, and she hands it back to you. It may be important.
What about the ring of evacuation? Do you know about that?
Again, another item I've not heard of. These items you have are unique. May I see the ring?
I'm currently outside packing up. I left.
I'm gonna run outside and go ask him. Dimdish, Dimdish.
She sits there just awkwardly with you.
Hey,
Can you come with me to come show Yennefer the ring of evacuation, please?
Drop your pants. You want to see your ring?
Yeah.
all right. I guess I'll
Drop your pants.
I'll go and show her the ring.
Yeah, she just looked at Velimir's
And
flask.
she holds her hand out when you enter. You place it, and she holds it in her fingers, and she looks at it, and I'm not going to put this on, because it's not for me to put on. But this is enchanted.
What's the inscription on the outside say?
There is no inscription. You
It's
must know
not
this.
the ring
you
from
need
the
to put it in the
Lord.
fire, I believe.
No!
This ring contains a type of teleportation magic, but there seems to be only a certain way of activating it. I'm not sure what that way is.
Putting it on?
However, I don't think it would immediately do it if you were to wear it.
Maybe you got to rub it.
This ring has the potential to save you one day. And she passes it back.
I'll take it. I'll eye it. I think. How much did you think it could fetch?
Tis a unique item.
You tried to get rid of it before and it wouldn't leave.
I know.
I would buy it from you if you're willing to part with it.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Is there anything else you need from me before I leave?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm done.
I've gone. I've gone to go
Walk
and...
back out.
And she pulls her chair back, finishes her drink, and
Smoke
walks
bomb.
out. And you just hear this crack of energy. And if you look, do you look out the window?
Yeah, sure.
You see the portal open up in front of her as she steps through, and it just seals shut again behind her. You also see quite a large procession of Nilfgaardian soldiers standing there, clearly waiting for you.
I'll go upstairs and gather my things then.
Are they all like clad in proper black armor and
Yes.
stuff like that? Is it like they're rather imposing?
They're not like Cassius was. Cassius wore sort of downgraded armor. These men are in the pitch black fighting suits of armor with like these. Do you know Hermes, the Greek god?
Yep.
Hermes. He had the sandals with the
Wings. Yep.
the wings. So their helmets contain wings, golden wings that stick out from it.
They're cool. That's a cool get up you got on there.
And you see one particularly large man standing there with his helmet under his arm, clearly just waiting.
All right, there.
Oh, you're outside, aren't you?
Hey.
Oh, okay.
All right, there.
He
We're
literally
getting
paid
off.
you no attention when you went out, because obviously he's waiting for certain people. When you would have seen them when Yennefer stepped out, she turned to him, whispered something in his ear, and then portaled away. And then he turns to you.
All right, there.
Hello.
My name is Dimdish. I'm going to be travelling with you guys, I believe.
You are with the Witcher.
Hey, I'll be with him. By the way, are you a captain?
I am a captain.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Good. By the way, there's a lovely man, salt of the earth over there, guarding that bridge. Does his job really well. I think you should give him some commendations in that for what he does. He's really good.
I can pass a message on to Montagu.
He's a very fair, level-headed person.
I will send word to Montagu that he deserves
Recognition, at least, I would say.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Recompense?
Yes, recompense.
Hey, he's a good man. He's a good man.
And he places his helmet on. He's like, shall we take our leave?
I'm just waiting for the Witcher. I think he's gathering his stuff.
And
Very
Renn.
well. I will go to the front.
Hey.
And he just walks over and he's got this massive war horse that he sits on.
Oh, that's rather imposing.
Same size as yours.
I've come out now. I've grabbed all my bits. Not that I
Yeah,
have
I'll
much.
go grab Luna,
Yes.
check her bags and make sure she's saddled, and then
See, the
hop on.
one thing with with Luna, you never have to tie her up. She will stay where you ask her to stay, and she will come as soon as you whistle her. So she's really easy. You could literally just wander out, whistle, and she'd be there. That's the one thing you got to remember. And nobody will fuck with her.
Are you right over there?
Yeah.
Having a little chuckle about what you just tried to say?
Yeah. I laugh at
That's
my own
right,
joke.
she's talking about you whistling and somebody coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Luna will come when you whistle.
If only that was the way.
Why do you want to make a horse come?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Leave him alone.
Because he's a farmer.
And so you gather your things and you join this procession of guards. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'll speak to the Witcher.
Yes.
And I'll just say, that's the captain up there. The winged hussar style. Nilfgaardian at the top. Didn't catch his name, but he seems lovely. You might want to go and speak to him. Make sure he gets acquainted with you.
Yeah, I'll nod
Okay.
and then
You move up to the
Move
top of the
away.
procession and
Yeah.
you see this hulking man sitting on a war horse.
I'm gonna get on the cart ready with Dimdish.
Yep. So you climb onto the cart.
nice ride.
It's like he's rolled up with a bloody...
He looks across at your horse and he's like, I could say the same. 'Tis a nice beast you sit upon.
Thank you. That's my penis.
He looks away.
Shall we?
What,
We shall.
roll?
And off you go. Is there anything you'd like to do? Nothing is going to happen to you in these 7 days simply because this is a large procession. Nobody's going to mess with it. You've got no worries from bandits or monsters here. They will steer clear.
I feel like me and Dimdish would have a sing-along.
Oh. It'd be
The
like
whole way there.
carpool karaoke going
Yeah.
on. Like
What would
style.
that sound
fine.
like? What would that sound like?
Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off.
First song that pops in your head is Taylor Swift.
Of course it is. Bit of Tay-Tay. You love him on Skelliger
Is
Island.
there anything you like to do during the evenings? So in the evenings, the procession will stop. They will make camp.
You're about
and
a
they will
day,
do their own thing.
about a day or so
Yes.
into the trip. I'll be travelling along, and I would imagine you'll ride near the carriage at some point. I'll be sitting there, and I'll just be like, going along riding, and I'll be talking to you, and then I'll be like, here, so when's he going to transport that lad?
Oh shit, Ashley.
Well, I did ask him when we were inside the pub, and I thought he was going to ask her, but I'm guessing he had another reason for not asking him then.
Maybe he could send word about that. I don't fucking know. Maybe he lied.
Maybe. I'm not really sure. Hey, Richard!
And you hear Dimdish calling you from further back in the... or is this at camp? Or is
Oh, no, this is as we're travelling.
As you're travelling. You're 2 days into travelling now. And
Yeah, I
you've
can't
been
hear you, I'm
called-
going for a
you've been
tunnel.
called back by Dimdish.
I'll ride up alongside you.
Hey, as we're travelling along, I'll turn around to you and be like, so Witcher, I don't know when you were going to do this. I didn't really bring it up at the time because I guess you had a plan for what you were going to do, but the young lad that's at the pub,
Ashley, yes.
hey, when's he going to be teleported?
When I go back.
Okay. How's he going to get teleported by what's her name when she's not there?
I will collect him.
Okay. I thought you were going to teleport him.
No. A young man just turning up at a witch school.
Really sure that was your plan. Roll deception.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, roll deception.
I didn't think of it at the time, but
you
I
were
thought...
definitely going to get him teleported over there.
It's a nat 20 though.
Oh, you 100% believe that this was his plan all along.
20.
He was going to be like, I'll take him there myself, or I'll tell Yennefer to pop back and do it. One or the other, but
All
I'll
right.
get it done.
All right. Well, fair
And
enough.
you're like, No, yeah, clearly that was his plan all along.
Obviously, I guess
Must have dreamt the other
We'll
thing.
combine the two.
I guess the whole thing worked. I guess he's got a plan. Do you know what? Fair enough, Witcher. I'll never question you again. I still want to know.
20.
I still want to know the logistics of that, but like, I'm not sure how she's going to teleport to the teleport to teleport.
I mean,
but
she could. Yennefer of Engelberg could essentially teleport to the tavern, grab the kid, and teleport away. But the kid might be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Unless you
Yeah.
went with him,
And he might
with
get
her.
really sick.
hey,
And it might, yeah, he probably would be ill for a while.
Yeah.
A child that young teleporting.
And he's got no magic.
And you're talking to take him to Kaer Morhen. That's a long way. That's further than Vizima. So
that is
eventually,
such a waste of a natural 20.
Such a waste.
And do you know what was the worst bit? I was almost tempted to use my inspiration to get you to re-roll it.
eventually,
Just to stop him getting away with it, you son of a bitch.
eventually you are traveling for the 7 days, and it's not long before suddenly you see before you, emerging in the background, a giant palace of black stone. And you it doesn't take long. You're like, I guess that's Vizima. And it's surrounded by a giant wall in black stone around it, with one black iron gate standing at the front.
Would I have travelled round here, though?
The Palace of Vizima itself is something to see. People would travel to see it.
No, I mean, like, would
However,
I have seen it
You
on my
wouldn't,
travels?
because you would have no reason or business to be there.
No, I mean,
Unless
like, on
you just see
person.
it.
Like,
Yeah, you'd see it in the distance,
Aye.
absolutely. You would never have approached it because there's no point. to
yeah,
it.
castle's a castle.
Yeah,
you know?
and you're not getting inside this ground unless there's a reason for being there.
There's definitely a reason for me to be here this time.
There is. And so the procession rolls up to the gate, and the captain at the front, he has a short conversation with the guards at the gate, and they open the gate and you proceed in. Eventually he drops back his horse to ride alongside you, and he's like, you must just enter the main palace. They are expecting you.
Are you not coming with?
I am not, no. The general of the main armies of Nilfgaard will meet you inside.
Are you waiting here for us?
No.
So you're not going to then take us back to...
I would assume the sorceress is here. She will send you where you need to go.
Oh, right, okay.
The general's name?
General Voorhees.
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 I recognise that name.
Give me an intelligence check, everybody, on General Voorhees.
He is not a nice man, I believe.
21.
Oh, what? Check, sorry?
Intelligence.
Wouldn't could I use history?
Oh, no, fuck all. It's 4.
I mean, I still got a 20.
You got a 20? So you would not know who General Voorhees is, which is odd, but I guess you would never have met him. He does not live on the front lines of the battlefield.
No.
You two would know exactly who Voorhees is. He is renowned general of the Nilfgaardian armies. He is known to be short with people. He's very to the point, punctual, very professional at what he does, and one of the only people probably that Emperor Emir himself trusts.
I'll nod at the captain then and make my way in.
He does, and the rest of the procession, they go off, obviously towards maybe some barracks or something on the grounds, and it's just you guys. Your wagon, somebody does approach you. I have been told to take the wagon and park it up.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Here's the keys.
And he takes
He's just a
he takes
tender.
the reins, and he's like, okay. And he takes that, and he looks back, and he's like, your horse? Do I need to take this?
And I'll hop down
Yep.
and give her a little tap. And
On
then
that
just
ass.
And
on the neck.
so that she'll just follow him.
Yeah.
And so Luna does. She just follows the wagon. And he looks. He's like, oh, it's a well-behaved horse. And off he goes into the stables.
He doesn't know that. I could have literally just tapped him on the arse. He's fucked off.
No, you can see it following.
Hey, it might just be going that general
It's
direction.
going that way. It just keeps going past the stables.
Doesn't stop. Just walks into the walls. It's glitched.
You walk up these grand black staircase, and you approach these doors.
Are they
and
black?
They are. Everything in this kingdom is black.
All black, everything black?
Pretty much. And the doors open, and before you is black marble floor.
Here, he's got a theme. I'm not gonna lie, he's got a theme.
I respect it.
All right,
He
I
turns around and
respect the
goes, I
hustle.
hate black. It's like, oh
It's
dear.
the cheapest colour.
And
Pretty
you
much.
see a man
bargain.
standing not far in the centre of the room with his hands behind his back.
Are we been guided in by someone?
How's he dressed? Is he
There is
military?
there is somebody standing there that has opened the door.
Oh, I thought you meant like somebody had taken us up.
No.
Like to guide
No,
us.
the general himself went enter the palace.
All right.
This gentleman standing there,
Yes,
is he military dressed or...
he is,
Yeah.
but in more of a ceremonial dress.
Fancy boy again.
Yes,
Another
medals,
fancy boy.
the works.
He's got like a medal bar which
Um,
goes about 10
I'll
yards off.
walk up to him and offer my hand.
And he takes your hand and he shakes it. No, not
You
to
may
kiss.
kiss my ring.
And he said, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Witcher.
Reputation precedes you, General.
So you know who I am."
There aren't many that don't.
Hey, good.
Except one.
This is true. And he looks at you and it's like, it's no surprise. And I am here to take you all to prepare to meet the Emperor.
What? What does prepare?
We got to wear black, I would imagine.
Of course, you
General.
cannot meet the Emperor without first washing and cleaning and dressing appropriately.
Hey,
A bath.
Oh,
A
my.
bath.
holy hell.
Yes.
What's one of them?
But of course. However, you will all go separately.
Oh, good. I don't really want a communal one.
Roman bath.
Oh, wash with these stinky bastard. And he claps his hands, and 3 servants come out and collect each of you and take you off. Are you just going with them? Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, well done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they lead you into 3 separate rooms, and before you is a large wooden tub filled with hot, soapy water. And the servant stands there, and they go, 1 second, and they walk off, and then an entourage of men and women come into the room.
Go on.
Can I start taking off my clothes just for that? All right, come on, get on.
You can take off your own clothes.
I
that's
would
fine.
start doing like the tub stuff.
And they stand before you. We are here to wash and prepare you. And they say this to each of you in your own rooms.
Okay.
I'll just stand there a bit confused.
All right, but
Yeah.
I'm going
And one of
to
them's like, may I
With-
start to prepare and undress you?
Yeah, I'll fold my arms.
Okay,
And
so you can make
just-
it halfway
just-
to pull your top off.
Just give them a nod.
like
Okay.
a small child.
No,
Just
I
keep
don't
these
want
guys-
a bath.
And then, are you all just okay with this?
I'm gonna undress myself.
This
Thank
is
you.
fine.
Okay, cool.
We'll just wash you.
Could I at least do my own cracks though? Like when it comes to washing.
It's entirely up to you, sir.
All right.
It's your bath.
Thank you very much.
So I'll let them undress me, but
They do.
I will take my sword when they try and take it off.
All they're doing is folding your things and placing
Yeah,
them on a table.
I will do so with my sword. I'll allow the rest.
For you only, does your character have a beard and everything?
No. Oh god.
Character is clean shaven?
He is.
Here, mine does. Mine has a lovely beard.
Mine does not.
Yeah.
But I've got this fucking
Long,
hat
long
on.
hair.
What happens?
Little bits of grey in it, but not grey. It's
So one
black.
of them turns to you and goes, may we offer you a cut of the hair?
No, thank you.
This is fine, this is fine. May we still style it?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I thought he was about to say short back and sides. A little bit off
Put
the
ball
top.
The
on my
rest
head.
of you are all...
I have a slight problem.
Yes.
I've got to get in this bath with a fucking bobble hat on.
You're gonna have a wet hand.
Yes, so this is actually this is very true. The servant goes to take your hat off. Are you just going to let them attempt?
I wouldn't touch that if I was you.
Oh,
Is there anybody wearing hats in here?
100%. They're all going to have fanciest of
well,
hats.
there are a few soldiers around and nobles that would wear hats, and of course, Emperor Mir wears a crown.
Oh, fuck. I'll keep the bobble hat on. Can you just wash my hair through the bobble hat?
Okay. This is fine. Quite unusual, but this is fine.
I'm going to drown it.
They begin to wash.
I'll rip your fucking head off.
They begin to wash you. They're obviously very good at what they do. They're very thorough.
They can somehow wash my hair through a bobble hat.
Mid-bath, Dimdish. The door opens,
Hey.
and General Voorhees walks in.
Uh-oh.
All through your bath.
All right. How we doing?
Hello, I've come to question you.
Aye.
I wish to know more about you.
Oh, all right. My name's Dimdish. Dimdish Stout Drinker. From Skelliger Island.
You can see there's a man behind him just taking notes.
Oh, is he like a little elf that's like,
Yeah.
if you don't stay still...
There's just a man behind him just taking
It's not
notes.
drawing you.
No, I don't like...
You believe that there's a chance he's just gathering intel.
Hey, he's an interrogator, I get it. Like, I don't want to roll up and stab the bloody king in there.
Emperor, yes.
Uh,
So yes.
he's got a crown, he's a king.
So your name is that all you're giving me? Or
What would you like to know?
as much as you're willing to part with?
I'm a trader. Trader by name, trader by nature. Part of the reason I've come here, I'm with the Witcher, of course. He helps
Quite
me.
unusual.
He helps me travel from town to town, and I do have the ability to heal him. So, would you like me to show you? Like.
Healing
Brr.
magic is quite rare. It is rare.
Aye. It's given to me through the gods of drinks for me.
And I thought that only mages could heal.
I know. It was gifted to me.
Interesting. And he's like, make sure you. He says to the man, but make sure you write that down and underlines this.
Would you like me to show you? Like, I've got nothing that.
No. Of course, I trust
Hey,
what
that's
you were
fine.
telling me is true.
That's fine. I do have a question for you, though. I know this is a little bit weird and a little bit out of place, but I'm guessing you have a master of wares at this place.
There is a barracks and armory. Yes.
I mean, like food stocks and stuff like that.
The Emperor gets his supplies from neighbouring villages and towns.
Well, you know me, traded by name, traded by nature. I have brought some of my best brews, and I wondered if you'd like to try them, or at least take them off my hands.
I do not drink.
I
but
know,
the
I know.
Emperor, he may be something you want to ask him, but I wouldn't recommend wasting his time.
No. I meant more for your. I would imagine there's banquets and stuff like that.
There is, yes, frequently.
And this is why I say, like, I wouldn't trouble the Emperor with this sort of stuff. More of your master of stocks and food supplies.
Perhaps this is something you can ask after meeting the Emperor.
Oh yeah, 100%. But thank you very much for that. If I have a conversation with him, I'd love to trade some of my food and drinks.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he turns and leaves with the little scribe behind him.
Nice to meet you.
And the door closes, and Renn, mid-bath, General Voorhees walks in.
Imagine if it had been Emperor Amir. That would have been funnier.
I mean, there's men and women washing you. But Voorhees
Oh
walks,
no.
I imagine there's a guy with a giant scrubber.
Voorhees walks in. He's
Yeah.
like, hello.
Weird hat.
Hi.
He'd seen it, he has not mentioned it.
I was currently trying to drown it.
Hold on a minute. Does he have a giant hat?
It's not giant.
No,
it's just ugly.
He's
Helmet.
he's in ceremonial outfit at the minute. He hasn't.
Oh,
got
sorry, I
one.
thought you meant
No.
one. Yeah.
I am here just to ask you a little bit about yourself.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Who you are.
I'm a doctor. Say Doctor Who.
A doctor
I am a doctor. Yes.
of magic.
No.
Mixology.
No.
Of mixology. I shout from next door.
My name's Renn. I'm from Temeria.
Do you possess magic?
Yes, I'm a sorcerer.
You are a mage.
That's the one.
From the lodge?
Yes.
So you are aware of Yennefer?
Yes, I know who Yennefer is.
Why are you not at court with the kings?
I wasn't good enough. So I then became a doctor.
Interesting. He turns to the scribe behind him. He's like, just make a note of the failed sorceress.
Yes, General.
It's turned into the Hunchback of Notre Dame over it.
100%. Imagine. I 100% imagine the guy's hunched over with his broken board. I imagine he's like 900 years old as well.
I may be a failed sorcerer, but I'm an amazing doctor who doesn't let people die.
A medicine check too late, I believe, was the name.
This is to be seen. Very well. Thank you for your time. And he walks out. And
I shout
Witcher-
back, no thank you.
He does not address it. And he walks in mid-bath, Witcher. Voorhees walks in. Hello, Witcher.
I will look very casual, just kind of float
Yes,
in his
I
back.
imagine like
No
Geralt
shame.
does.
General.
Witcher, I'm afraid I do not know much about you. However, I see School of the Wolf.
You
You
know
see-
of
can
our
see your
kind.
medallion. I am very familiar. In fact, I have met one of you from the School of the Wolf.
Lucky you.
It is Geralt of Rivia. He was here not long
My
ago.
eye'll twitch a little bit.
Yeah. Impressive man.
One of our best.
Yes, yes. I believe he held courts with the Emperor too.
Then why am I here?
My guess is he's covering all bases. I do not question the Emperor and his plans. But you, tell me more about you.
What would you like to know, General?
How did you become the Witcher?
Trained. In a school.
Difficult, I've heard.
Many years of torturous skill learning.
And how do they make witches?
I'm not inclined to tell that to you, General.
I thought as much. Something we are trying to work out, you see.
Making a school?
No, just... The Emperor has plans for the army. That's not...
An army of poor witches. Undertrained.
I am not one to judge. This is all I need, Witcher. Thank you. And he leaves, turns and leaves. Eventually, you've all had your baths.
How's my
and
hat?
It's there. It's
Wet.
Your hat
Yeah.
does not get wet.
That's gonna stink when it comes on.
Yeah.
Everything under there. Unless your hair goes with it.
My God.
And
Oh my
scalp.
god.
Oh, shit.
And I just have like hair here.
monks were made.
Friar Renn. Eventually, the servants, after bathing you, take you to a side room, each of you, and present you with fine, noble clothing.
It's gonna go so well with my bubble hat.
And one of them is like, please, take your pick.
I imagine in your room there's like 500 hats.
I'm gonna have
No
like,
hats,
like a
just-
fit on the floor.
Just fine clothing, boots, trousers.
Is there dresses?
There are.
I want the prettiest dress that does not go with
So
my
you can
hat.
all add a piece of fine Nilfgaardian wear.
Is there anything from traditional Skelliger?
No, this is Nilfgaard.
I get that, but I would imagine they would have different types of clothing for different
We do not.
envoys and stuff like that.
Our
coming.
Nilfgaard's relationship to the Skelliger Islands is rocky at best.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a funny pun right there.
The guy's just... He looks happy with himself.
I would be pleased with that as well. Here, so I'll have a look through. I want something that's mostly black.
Are they? Is everything black? All the outfits that they've got for us?
Yes. Black tunics.
I
and
bloody
the
love
like.
it.
And then eventually they turn and go, one more thing before you all go. You're all gathered together at this point. And of course, you're going to meet the Emperor, so you must learn how to bow correctly when you meet him.
Oh.
Do I see the Witcher's eye pop?
An eyebrow would go up.
Aye.
And he's like, please, as I do. And he puts his left arm out, his right leg back, and he bows forward deeply. And stands back up again. Please.
Here, like this.
What do we have to roll?
And you do it?
Hey,
Yep.
I'll
What do
have
we
a go.
have to roll to see if we do this?
Please do not make me do
Please
a...
give me a performance check. If you're going to do it, Witcher. That's entirely up to you.
Imagine if we get a natural 20
I'll
on this.
hold off.
4.
Okay, you're very bad at
I'm
it.
gonna trip over my
Yeah,
dress.
the guy looks at you and is like, I hope you obviously do it better in person with the Emperor.
Where'd your French accent go?
No, I'm sorry?
That's the captain, isn't it?
No.
Who is it?
This is just a servant.
Why is he not French?
Well, not all of them are they?
Oh, fair enough.
It's rude to ask a man why he's not French.
I mean, bit of
Around
cultural
here.
appropriation going on from Ren there.
Don't forget these are servants.
From
So
anywhere.
would they not be French?
They could be
Anything.
people that have been collected from conquered countries and lands.
Okay, if he helps me, do I get to re-roll?
No.
Oh.
You'll have to do it in person. You've got fuck it, I'll do it live.
I got a 9. I would imagine it's just below standard.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, room for improvement.
It's the balance thing.
Hopefully, yes, hopefully you do it better in front of the Emperor.
That's just a bit rude.
At
that is.
least you upset him.
Oh, what
Witcher, of course, you may bow.
And I will shuffle uncomfortably and pull on the shirt that is
Yeah.
very
Yes.
uncomfortable
Yes.
and do it. 13.
Witcher, the best so far. It's not bad.
I am very uncomfortable.
He's used to bowing.
Sorry. Now you are to be taken to meet Emperor Emir. I will, of course, escort you and announce his presence, and of course your own. Witcher, I'm very sorry, but no weapons are allowed in the presence of the Emperor. You must hand them over.
Is that eye twitch again?
That doesn't mean to say you can't take your flask.
Yes, take the flask. Force feed the Emperor.
And I will reluctantly hand them over.
And he takes them and he hands them to another chap behind him who leaves the room with him.
I
The
imagine
same goes for all of you, of course.
you wouldn't part an old dwarf from his staff, would you?
Your staff is fine. The crossbows are not.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. There was a definite Lord of the Rings quote going on in there.
And you are taken through the corridors. On your way, you do see different dignitaries dotted around the palace. There's a lot of people you don't recognise that are clearly people of importance and nobility. There are a lot of soldiers that you see just milling around the corridors. Emir is very cautious with security.
Clearly.
And you are led to a very unassuming staircase in the corner of the palace. You wouldn't even give it a second glance, even. And the man says the Emperor's quarters, his meeting room, his war room, is up these stairs. If you would follow me. And he takes you up this spiral staircase, and eventually you approach the door.
I may actually be a bit out of breath by that point. There's quite a lot of stairs, I would imagine.
And he raps on the door, and you hear from inside, "You may enter."
Why does he sound like when the guy from Beauty and the Beast? They're like Gaston.
And the door opens, and you see this man sitting behind the desk. He's surrounded by there's about another 3 people around him at the time. He was clearly talking to them about something. He's got this black, slick-backed hair, over-gelled, some might say. And he's wearing clothing that you could only dream of wearing. The finery, massive golden chain around his neck.
Black?
Golden
No,
chain.
I mean like the rest of
his clothing is black, yes.
This
Yes,
guy's
of
definitely
course.
got a theme.
The man's skin is pale, but there are no imperfections on it at all. This man is clearly well fed, well looked after, and of good health. And he looks up at you and at the man who obviously brought you into the room. The man turns to you three and he goes, "May I introduce Emperor Emir von Emmerys, Emperor of Nilfgaard, ruler of the southern kingdoms, Lord of Metania, Ebbing and Gimar, Sovereign of Nazir, and Conqueror to be of Temeria." And then he looks at you and then he's like, "You're supposed to bow."
All right.
Done.
Yeah.
And you all bow.
Yeah.
Performance, please.
Oh, God.
I'm going to re-roll that.
21.
19.
I am going to re-roll that.
Why? Just falls flat on his face.
I think walking that distance helped my performance.
It's literally not. I reckon I'm out of breath from climbing these stairs.
I think.
And it's dodgy as
What
hell.
did you get?
I got a 6 on the re-roll.
Right, so you see these two bow, and then you're like, "Oh God, I better do it," and you completely bumble it. The two of you, though, pull off a perfectly executed bow. Amir looks at all of you, and he raises his eyebrows a little bit. The man then turns to Amir, and he's like, "May I introduce the Witcher, Velimir, and his travelling companions." Yeah, you're not as important. Sorry, guys.
I wouldn't worry, because at this moment I'm probably like... and padding myself with a hanky.
And I'm wearing the most ugliest, colourful hat ever.
Oh.
Amir turns to the people in front of his table and he's like, "You may leave." And they scurry out of the room very quickly. And he turns to the man who introduced you and he went, "Thank you, you may leave as well." And that man just nods to him, bows again, and leaves the room. And he shuts the door behind you. It is just the three of you and the Emperor. And he is standing behind his desk.
I think in my head, what a time to assassinate right now.
The man does have a ring crown upon his head. Ren, you hear it. Psst.
What?
Psst.
What?
What the hell is that?
It's not even a hat. Don't worry about it.
That is more than a hat. That is a crown.
I know what it is. It's not a hat.
Yeah, it's like a million times better than me.
Yeah, do you know
And
what
I
it
don't
is?
like that.
It is better than you.
I hear
Hat
this.
sound like a.
Can I
Harry
hear
Potter.
this, right? Can I hear
It changes
this?
every time. The hat's personality is different every time she talks to it.
She's right next to me saying...
Are you saying
It's a
out loud? Are you
No,
talking out loud?
I'm whispering. That's why
You're
I
whispering,
put my
yeah.
voice
Okay.
lower. It's just I don't know
You
the
can roll a
mic can pick that
perception
up.
to see if you hear her whispering to her hat. Would you like to roll a perception?
I'm
Richard?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't going to hear it, but my God. No, I wonder if the Emperor hears it.
You didn't hear it, no?
No.
The Emperor, he doesn't hear it. You're far enough away from him. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
9.
You two see it, and you feel it. Suddenly, the compulsion to walk across the room and slap this crown off of Emperor Amir's head takes over, and you begin walking straight towards him. The two of you see this.
I
You
grab...
have one chance to act.
Can I say anything, or am I not in control of my mouth or anything?
You can talk. It's just you have no control over your body.
Okay.
Amir's just looking.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Stop me! Stop me from walking!
Amir's eyebrows go up as he sees you shouting "Help me!" and walking straight towards him. Would you like to act?
I 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
You both grab her.
I 100%.
Absolutely just grab her, yeah.
Give me a strength check, please. And Ren, can you roll a strength?
12.
11.
3.
Oh, fuck!
It works. Just barely.
Between the two of you, you can just about hold her back.
Can they keep my hands down?
What is the meaning of this? What is going on? What is wrong with your friend?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's this fucking hat.
I don't understand. What is she doing, Witcher?
Being a little weird. May I excuse my companions from the room?
Of course, yes. Does she need help?
Probably.
And he rings a little bell on his desk. And the man who introduced you comes back in again. He's like, yes, what? The woman, something's wrong with her. Please remove her and take the dwarf with them.
Hold on. What a lovely time.
Really got to try and take me back out of that room.
And between you and this servant man, you can drag Renn out of the room.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to kill that hat.
And as
Me
they
too.
leave, I'll watch them go out, and then
Yeah.
I'll turn around and I will bow again, politely.
I'll allow you to pull this one off because you've done it before, so that's fine.
And I'll slowly start walking towards him, and I'll pull the shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit uncomfortable.
And he looks at you and he's like, and I thought a witcher bowed to no man. Clearly I was wrong, and you know your place.
I am simply being polite. This is your home.
Quite. Just as the witcher did before you. Geralt of Rivia, he bowed before me too.
I'll ignore the tone that he's using. But I will raise an eyebrow when he says it.
Yeah.
Because I want him to know that I completely got what he just said.
Yeah. And then he points to the chair in front of his desk. Please, take a seat. We have much to talk about.
And I'll sit down, pulling at the uncomfortable
And he looks at
shirt.
you and he goes, so, I need you to do a job for me. Will Velimir be able to get this job off of Emperor Emir? Will Renn calm down from the hat's affliction? Will Dimdish be involved?
Sell his alcohol.
Find out next week.
No, I'll get shoved out of the room for no fucking
On
reason.
how not to summon a dungeon master. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at How Not To Summon, or join our Discord at How Not To Summon a Podcast, or go to our website at hownottosummon.com where you can find all our links. I've been your DM, Sheeny Senpai.
I've been Dimdish.
I've been Renn.
I've been your Witcher.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Sarah.